today we're gonna look at a 1998 very limited, very special edition Paul Smith. Now this car is not for sale. This is our friend Ricky, and Ricky loves this car. He's freaking out that he got his hands on it because this is a very rare Paul Smith. Who is Paul Smith? Paul Smith is a men's fashion designer out of London, England, and many asked him to design, create something in the Mini Special Edition family, just like they did with Mary Quant, who created the mini skirt. It's not uncommon for Rover or Mini at the time to ask fashion designers to create something really cool. And Paul did. So it has a very special edition Paul Smith badge. And when we received the car, it was pretty drab. And what I wanted to do was, I work with designers from Adidas, at Nike, and all kinds of different places. And I love working with designers. Now, I didn't get to work with Paul Smith on this, obviously, but what we did was we took what he made and we put our Jet Motors twist on it. And what do I mean by our Jet Motors twist? Well, I really wanted to keep the Paul Smith theme, livery in it, but I needed it to be more stance. So what did I do? Take a look here. I kept the black wheels with the polished lip, but I used Watanabes from Japan.
From Japan?
We'll put it on my tab at Harry's.
So these are Watanabe wheels with some Bridgestone tires on it, and they're much wider. These are a 165/60 12, and that gave the car some more stance, some width. Originally, it had some real skinny 12s on it, but they were black with the polished lip, and that gave it a better stance. Now, if you follow me around here, you can see how we just kind of, I guess, gave it a facelift. We just brightened the smile. So we gave it some braces. What do I mean by that? It had an 11 slat grill in it, which I thought was kind of ugly. So I put a Cooper 8 slat grill in it with the internal release. And I added the European license plate mount on the front, some Jet Motors tie downs, but I also did these chrome rings around the front turn signals, and I did some Hella H4 flat headlamps with LED bulbs, really bright. And then if you look around here, you can see that we did the clear side markers with the chrome trim around them as well. What I'm trying to do is just pull a little more detail out of the car, because it was pretty mono colored. You know, there was no pop. And I needed it to just look a little more, well, I guess attention to detail. I like that word. So I put some bullet stainless mirrors on it, some Union Jacks on the A-pillars, and I removed the black rubber from along the side of the car and put the deluxe fluted style deluxe trim on there. And then we also did this chrome deluxe trim up over the doors. Again, just trying to tie together, didn't over chrome it, just trying to tie it together to give it some of that pop that it needed, right? And if you can look back here, you see we did a Monza flip top gas cap. Okay. And then, of course, you know, I like how it looks against the Watanabe wheels. We did a new chrome bumper back here. We, of course, kept the small Paul Smith badging. See that? But I want you to see something. Come here. Check this out. Keith, open the glove box door. Go ahead. Oh, what does that tagger say? Ah, Paul Smith, an edition of only 1800. It says an edition of 1800. Look at how the glove box is green. Ah, okay. Now you Mini experts out there are going to say, well, where's the England shape green on the center of the front grille? It's on order. It's coming. We got to put that on there. I know what you're talking about. Yes, the Paul Smith gets a UK shaped geography, if you will, green badge that goes in the center of the grill. To me, it looks like it hit a bug, but that's just me. All right, take a look. Where's the rest of the green? There's still little splashes of green in this thing. Ah, these are his old parts. But look, see, it's got a green boot board, a green gas tank. What we did here was we added the boot lid liner, but we had to keep the green in there. I think that's really cool because it is a Paul Smith. So again, we don't want to change it completely. We just want to make it look a little more, let's call it the Jet Motors flair. All right, we added, I know it's not a Cooper Sport, but I needed to balance the chrome GB and that side of the boot lid, because I added the chrome license lamp and the chrome boot hinges. And I also replaced the seal and the filler strip. We put a new windshield in the front again with the new filler strip. This was very drab. It was black and kind of old and crusty looking. Didn't look very good, but look at how the car's popping now. I mean, is this great? Here, let me move this box. So if you come over here, you can see again, you've got the Watanabe's with the deluxe trim, the bullet mirrors, the Union Jacks, the chrome trim again. And then what do we have in here? Okay, the original steering wheel was the SRS airbag style, and it was all black. And I had to keep an all black steering wheel, so I went with the Momo Prototipo Black Edition. Now, is that gorgeous? Because here, I'm gonna grab the original steering wheel. Here it is. So I had to keep a black steering wheel in it, and I just think that the Momo Prototipo in there with, aha, that's an airbag horn ribbon that I modified these Momo steering wheel hubs so that I could still use the center horn push, and it still works. Turn signals cancel and you still have a horn. But anyway, I had to take this out and put that one in. So we also added the jet motor seat brackets with spacers so I could get the seat back further. And of course, some rubber floor mats. He's gonna daily drive this. So I said, well, let's do something here in the Pacific Northwest where rain and water and pine needles and things like that won't be affected too badly. If you look here, you can see we did the quick shift kit with the shift extension and then the angled shift extension with the specialist components shift knob. Now, Jason.
Not Ricky?
Did say, hey, take the angled part off and just put the knob back on. But I said, you know what I want you to do? I want you to drive it first, because check this out. I want you to drive it first because I'm extremely comfortable in here like this. And the shifter's right there. I don't have to lean forward. I don't have to stretch my arm. And trust me, I got long arms. But with that shifter right there, it is so pleasant to drive that I have to let him try it first, because I think he's probably going to end up keeping that. If you guys want to try it too, we do sell these on our website. Try the straight or the angled or the straight with the angled and see which combination you like. These Paul Smith cars are really cool. I love the color. I sort of blue, purple. I don't know what this color is called, but it's gorgeous, and people freak out. They come into the shop and they're like, what's that? See the new windshield with the filler strip and the windshield seal. See how much more that pops? Put some new wiper blades on it for him too. We are in the Pacific Northwest. Just happens to not be raining today. All right. Green. So there's little splashes of green that we kept on it. We will get that UK badge right there. The only thing I did to the valve cover, rocker cover, was I added a red minifin valve cover cap and T-bars. I also washed it really well and made it look a little better. Flushed the cooling system, put a radiator cap on it. Went with the ITG fresh air intake, and I just think it's great. I think Jason is gonna love this car.
Not Ricky?
He's gonna have a lot of fun with it. Here, let me turn these headlights on, watch this. These things are gorgeous. If you haven't done LEDs in your Mini, you might want to consider it. Now, I need to add these to the website because I like the Hella H4 housings really well. They're not round, they're really flat, but they have a really beautiful crystal look to them. So anyway, check them out. All right, I hope you enjoyed a tour of a Paul Smith video, and I guess we will see you on the next one.